An advanced and new feature of Excel 2013, which we won't cover in this introductory course, is called Map. It says, see your geographic data on a 3D map visualized over time. Since I'm trying to teach you about Excel, not about where you are in time and space, it won't be covered in this introductory course, but I wanted to tell you that it's one of the groups on the Insert tab, and it's just new in Excel 2013. The next group we're going to cover is the Sparklines group. It was a new add-on feature, and now it's an integral part. What they are is little tiny charts. They can be line, which is mini charts next to cells, or column, or win-loss. So let's say I select some data. Then I say line. It says, which data do I want the Sparklines to be placed? So let's say I want it to be placed in D, and I really want it D1 through D6. Let's see if it likes this here. There we go. So what happened is, this is text, so there's no change. I can't really tell you, but this says 70 and 20. This is kind of how they relate. It's kind of silly because I only have two numbers here. Okay, so because I'm only looking at two numbers, maybe that doesn't make as much sense as if I did this. Then I go back to Sparklines and I say, well, what about this? And the data range is now in the C2 to C6, and I'll have the location range be C7, and I'll say OK. Well, that's more interesting. We have like 5 bumps because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different pieces of data. That's really what you're seeing. The low ones are the start of 20 and the end of 18. Here, you don't see a lot of excitement because there's only 2 values. So here, this is what I did. I selected it. Should have been B2 to C6. Now, I could again use quick analysis, but I want to use Sparklines and make a column. And I'm going to make it to be, since I said D2 to D6. Notice I don't care if it's a capital or lowercase d. There it is. So now, notice what's interesting. Sparklines has a tab. I can pick line, column, or win-loss. It's kind of silly, but there it is. I can choose the high point, making it red, or the low point if I don't want that. There we go. If I have anything negative, they're all positive, I could show that. First, last. Notice there's all kinds of things I can do. Colors. So Sparklines, what they are is a little tiny chart right next to your data. And the reason you might want that is because then I can copy this. This is a very boring chart, but if it was interesting, I could copy the whole thing, the data and its little Sparkline, and I could put it in another document. Notice that I moved that. I didn't mean to move it. I can do Control-Z to unmove it. I could put this, again, win-loss, column. I can put this into PowerPoint, Word, whatever I want to put it into to make it beautiful. I say, this is a boring color. Maybe I don't want that color. I want this color. Doesn't matter. You can change it. As soon as you select what they think is a Sparkline, which is an object, then I have a choice. Sparkline, line, column, win-loss. Those are the 3. Only 3 so far. I have different styles here. There we go. Nice color there. I can clear it. I can group, ungroup, change the axis. See that? I have all kinds of things that I can do because this is really a tiny little chart that sits right next to the data instead of being a big chart. So when I change the data, there we go, it'll change the chart. It should change everything, even the chart we don't see that I made earlier. The Sparklines are a type of chart. When I select them, it brings up their tab. Let's go back to the insert again and see the 3 choices. So that's the way you can add little tiny mini charts next to your cell. I could have one, it would be very boring, I could have one cell with a chart. So that's all I'm going to tell you right now about Sparklines, which is an interesting feature that was added to Excel in 2010.